Okay. All right. We're planning to come to the end of. Are we recording? Yeah. So welcome to tonight's session. So it's a preparatory session marking the end of this bootcamp gradually. Um, this is an avenue for us to look into the application we've deployed to see how to use it. So we're going to play around with the application, and it's an opportunity to do a small training. As a business analyst, when you deploy a solution, you need to train users. Sorry, guys. Over the weekend, I've not been feeling so well. I had a very serious cold, which affected my voice. So you just bear with me with my voice. So it's getting better. So at least you can hear me. Over the weekend, you won't be able to hear when I talk. So, yeah, thank you. So that's what we plan to achieve. Not wasting time, I'm going to look at the test cases we have, we'll look at the notes and the application itself. I'll start sharing my screen. So this is our product backlog. As you guys know, I always attach my test cases beside my product backlog. So you see the area highlighted in yellow are the area that we covered this area. So we've not carried out any tests, so everything should be as the way it is. Yeah. So that is our test cases. We should have one if each team, and if not each team, by now every one of us should have his or her own documents, test cases like this. So the first thing here is not a user story, is procurement of Business Central, which we've done, and we've done the configuration, we set the application up. So that one, we got that one sorted out. So yeah, so the next thing is to create chart of accounts under our test cases. What is chart of account is on the notes. The next one is closing period, and the next test case is and they are all under general ledger here. Another one here is to generate invoice, sales invoice. Another one is to process vendor invoice. And another one is to reconcile bank statement. And the next one is to generate financial reports, all in Dynamics 365 Business Central. So this is the Dynamics 365 Business Central. So everything is working. The only thing is that is just a demo account. So until you continue to be a demo account until you make a payment and you tell them now you are using it, it now belongs to you. But as for now, for the 1 month you are going to use it, which you didn't pay, is demo. So it's sandbox, they call it sandbox or demo, whichever one. So under our first, we say chart of account. Let's try to understand what chart of account is, because like I said, I try to be as quickly as possible because I have another class. So what is chart of account in Dynamics 365 Business Central? So chart of account are various accounts through which money comes in and money goes out within the organization that is covering part of the transaction account you are covering in a business center. So we have something like cash account, we have sales, we have like something like rent, salaries. These are different accounts. We call all of them chart of accounts. So it's like creating financial shelves where every business transaction will be stored. Each general ledger account represents a shelf, and under that we have, that's where we create all these charts of accounts. Different accounts, like say this cash account, sales, rent, they are different accounts. They serve different purposes. Money comes into these different accounts, you know, and you can open a bank account in different of these accounts. You can create salary account, have a bank account that is mainly for salary, is an account. This is where you pay salary. And you have another account is for rent. This is where you pay all the rent. If you are renting a house, if you are renting a car, anything, you can call it rent. Then sales. For all the sales coming in, the bank, you can have a bank account for all the sales coming in. It's going to be very difficult if you use one account for salary, you use one account for rent, you use one account for sales. It's going to be difficult. You can equally have cash account for just liquidity. You know, these are what we mean by chart of account. And how do we create it? Create it under general ledger. For some of you who are accounting or accountant here, you should know better what we are doing. So I create a step-by-step if we are going to do it. So let's look at chart of account from here. So you can see from here, financial, we'll go to financial. We'll go to financial here. You can see, or you can, if you come over here as well, you can see chart of account. So we can navigate to chart of account through any of these. You can get there through this tab, or we can go through financial accounts. If you go through financial accounts, you see from here, you see all the drawdown, you see chart of account, and down you see general ledger here. If you click on this general ledger here, you are going to see a lot. If you can close all these. So chart of account can come under this. You see expenses, you see cost of goods sold, you see income, equity, liability, assets. This account, they hold so many accounts, different accounts. If you want to create chart of account, then this is already one like demo that's existing. If you come here, you see chart of accounts. If you want to add a new one, if you come here, you use this new icon. If you click this new icon, you can click here and you see it gives you a card, a new card here. So with this card, you can fill it up and just give it a name and you create a chart of accounts. So it means with this, you can see, let's say, 000 or 001. You come, you give a name. You can say salary. Account. And once you do that, you click you can click anywhere and it automatically is saved. So you see it's saved. So have a salary account, that is chart of accounts. So you can create as many as you want. You can equally create rent. You can equally create. So when you create this account, then you need to create a back account. So transaction, anything that is coming, that is where the recording. Any payment made for salary or any transaction, at the end of the month, all the salary, that this is where you are going to be recording it. So everything under salary is going to be under chart of account, under general ledger, which is this account. So that is it. You created the salary account 001. You can equally create another one, call it rent. You can create another one, call it lunch. You can create another one, call it gym. You can create another one, call it school run. Whichever name you want to give it. But it means that that is what we are going to be using it for. So that is it. So having created chart of accounts, we can see is working. So this is working. That is the point here. And yeah. So once we have a transaction, if we have any transaction now, you see here, you can see, come over here, you can see salary account. There's no, once you have money coming in or anything, you are posting money, you start seeing it start working. And under that, you can start categorizing it the way you want, or maybe which the salaries can equally be broken down into more stages. So you see salary account under this, under general. So from here, there's nothing in here for now. Just created it. Everything here is nothing. The balance is 0. So that is it. So we can see this is working. We've been able to create a chart of accounts, and under what we're testing, we can come here and say we've been able to create a chart of accounts. You can come here, you see pass. And equally, we're using one stone to kill two birds. We've equally conducted a training. This is training material because as a business analyst, you are equally meant to create a training material on how to use this. So I've created a training material on the chart of accounts. This is step by step on how to create a chart of accounts, which so like I said here, you can continuous adding of accounts and be assets, fix and keep on adding and as much as you can. So see expenses, rent, utilities, staff salary. So what I just created is just salary accounts. Out of all this, you can create as many as you want. So that one is sorted with the training material. So the next thing is accounting period. So under accounting period, when your company finish a financial period, for example, the end of the month or year, most of the time years, you must close the period. That is what we mean accounting period, closing accounting period. So we probably have ways to do that. Want to create one, you see I've created a training material. So if you navigate to the application, you can search accounting period. Once you search accounting period, it will show. And then you select the period you want to create, and that's it. You create accounting period and you save it. So I'm going to search accounting period. So I'm done with chart of account. So accounting period. So I'm going to use a search here. And you see, I've made a search. And you can see from my search, you see accounting period. So that is it here. And see, and we need to here, create year. Come here, click here, create year. You decide the date, the period, starting this period and ending. So which period are you creating? Come here, you have, can say, say November. And number of period, say 12, and length, can customize it the way you want, and say okay. Yeah, we've created an accounting period. So, and you can then click to, yeah, well, this is what we've just done, this period, and then you review the period and close the period. So you want to go, you go to select the period you want to close, December 2025, and process close year process. So meaning that you have to create a period before you close it. Yeah. So we just created one. So, but what we are talking about closing a period. So this is where we create a period, and this is to close a period. And yeah, so this is the period. This function close fiscal period of 0, 0, 1 to this, which looking for November 2025. Yeah. So the period we created, there is no transaction. So I think that's why not been able to created November 2025. Mhm. See, annual class, you know that. So this accounting period I created is Okay. So this is it. 01. This is what I've just created now. So you can close this physical year. You want to close this year? Say yes. Yeah. And let's go to our report. Okay, so we can see here we don't have no transaction, so that is why everything is looking blank. But if we have a transaction, so this is the starting period and ending period. Rounding factor, indentation, everything is zero because there is no transaction. There's nothing we can see here, nothing, no transaction. That's why everything is blank. But if we have had a transaction for 12 years or for 12 months, which is between this period, 1st to 31st, if we had a transaction between this period, we'll see some transaction, so but no transaction. So if you want to send it, like for instance, there is a transaction, you want to send it to someone, you want to print it, you want to preview, or you want to close, but there's no transaction. So, yeah. So you can see the report here. You can see it here. Physical year. So I've generated a report here. Well, that's it. It's just the demo we have here. So that's the accounting period we've just closed, and this is the generated report. So what does that mean? It means that this particular feature is working. So we go back to our test case and we're going to come here. What is it? Close an account. Come over here. No bug. No bug. And we close. We pass it because we can see we can be able to carry out a closing of the accounting period. We can open accounting period, we can close an accounting period. So the next thing is going to be to generate an invoice. So invoice generation. So that's the next step. So we move down to invoice generation. So we all know what invoice is. There's no need of invoice. We call it receipt. So for sales, customers when they buy products or services, it's acknowledgement. officially meaning that they've paid for the services. So that is invoice is not a quote, it's invoice. Invoice is showing that there is an exchange of money for services or for product. So you can go to search, you can use search to do that as well. Or you can just go and create an invoice. So if you come here, if you go to sales, if you want to create invoice, that should be from sales. And if you come under sale, I'm sure from here we should be able to create an invoice. And that's it, invoice. So here there's invoices. Says invoices, and yeah, I think if you want to create an invoice, it has to be for a particular customer. So these are invoices. These are a lot of invoices created here already. So it's all for this person, this is for this person. Yeah. So if we want to create a new invoice, we should use a new button like this. And yeah, so that is sales invoice. And we must do it for a particular customer. So we must select a customer. That's customer's name. Let's see if there is any customer here. So we can use any of these customer and say School of Fine Arts. Yeah, School of Fine Arts. And you write everything, all their details is here. They already are customer. And you write the item you are creating invoice for. So item here, and so say item name. What will you give the item name? So number, you can say yeah. And you give a quantity. Just put, and that's it. So you see it, let's put the transaction details, and you should be able to generate an invoice here and send to the person. So this is the person's email here. Once you create, well, the person should get a copy. That is School of Fine Arts. They should get a copy of this invoice on their email. That's it. Yes, give me. Give it to me. All right, so we can say post, we can say post and send, we can say preview posting, we can say so. Yeah, that's how once you've created and you are happy, you can just post and invoice detail here. Say invoice details. More details, yeah. And shipping and billing is here as well. And foreign trade. So everything about the customer is here already. So just post and send. This PDF sending to, and the report is being rendered. This can take a while depending on the number of rows that have been generated. So yeah, so you can see that is done. We'll send this invoice, and here is equally, if you want me to open it, I can open it up here for you to see. So that is the invoice here. You see the invoice, can you see it? It's been created. And you can see to School of Fine Arts. That is what the invoice is for. We're sending it to School of Fine Arts. This is the item. So that's it. And we can generate an invoice, and we go back to our test cases, and we click a big pass. So invoice generated, and that's it. So what again? So we have process vendor. This is customer invoice. This is for customer, people buying our product. That is the invoice. Then we have another invoice, vendor invoice, people supplying us. So process vendor invoice, purchase order, that is purchase order. And we come back here and see vendor, 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 vendor. Vendor invoice. So to go there, you see purchase invoice. That is it. So that's what we're going to do as well. Create one. fill the normal uh come over here. Let's look for purchase. So now you see customer invoices from sales, vendor invoice is going to be from purchasing. So yeah, and see purchase invoice here, just similar to vendor invoice, and we click. So we'll have few suppliers here. We'll have Fabricam Inc. Incorporated. We have First Up Consultant. We have Graphic Design Institute. Yeah, these are all the suppliers, and let's say we want to procure some graphic design materials. See here, you see new button here. We already here, you can see the root here is invoice. So we come to new. You want to create anytime you want to create it, just always new. So click on it. You're going to come up with a card. So this is purchase invoice card for us to fill up. Once you fill it and send it, done. So all what we do, we select a vendor here. We have vendors already. We say we are going to deal with a graphic design institute, and so we fill out the necessary due dates and invoice number. This one, we need to put it manual, 00005. That's it. And move them to item. So what are we paying for? So and uh, and can choose any of these. Say any item, all these items here. We can create a new item if we want. Or okay, let's just say conference package one. And that's it. And quantity, let's say one. Okay. And just say 100. Discount. And yeah, it's okay. The main point here is we're just sending an invoice to our vendors, just the way everything, just like sales invoice, is the same card. The only difference is that the other one is invoice, the other one is purchase. So all you need to do is come over here, you post and send. You can just post, or you can just post and yeah, post in, and you can say post and print. Channel one. Let's just post. They're going to printing, and we'll post. They're going to get it. Or can preview before post, or you've seen the way we posted the. So yeah, you want to post the invoice? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's gone, and that's it. We don't want to preview it, that's why. But if you want to preview the invoices, say click on it, you can just see it. It's here. That is conference. That is the invoice here. So this is sorted. We've been able to send an invoice to a vendor, and that's it. The vendor is first, not a first graphic design institute, and we go back to our and we check is passed. We're able to do that. So the next thing here is bank reconciliation. So bank reconciliation. Yeah, we don't have a, well, let's see, have a new bank account here, but just like others, we just search bank reconciliation. This one cannot, we have to integrate this application with our bank account before we can be able to reconcile account, or we upload a bank account manually. Okay. Bank reconciliation means matching the transaction in your business central bank account with the transaction in your real bank account. So if there is any discrepancies, then that's where you have to do the reconciliation to find out what is missing. And investigation will start to make sure there is no fraud. Yeah. So to do that, you have to go to bank accounts, bank account, and so you see here, that's bank accounts here. Bank accounts, you can equally select from here when you search. Say bank account, so you take it to list bank accounts, and if you want to do that, you need to select the particular account you need to reconcile. Uh, and, yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Okay. There is no room for reconciliation for now. So it means the configuration is not yet completed. Yeah. So, well, I've not been able to perform this operation. No button for a bank reconciliation here yet. So, mm, okay, so we can see that this is a situation where we go and record fail. So if you can see reconciliation button, come over here and see and just say bug, or you can put in detail. Uh, yeah, so this particular action fail. Then the next thing is going to be to generate financial statement. Okay, okay, and so financial statements are the report summarizing your company's financial performance. Yeah. We're going to go search for financial reports. Mm, So the reports we are going to see it in this can be in balance sheet, income statement, cash flow, and yeah, so financial reports will come in any of these type of reports. There are so many reports here. Prior balance, return earning, they are all financial reports. So see all reports here. Let's type. So see, go to financial reports. This is income statement. Um, and this is a balance sheet. So that is the two financial reports here, balance sheet and income statement. Yeah, and if we want to export it, we can do that from here. We want to export or print. So we can push it out using Excel, or we can print it out from here. Whichever we want to use. So you can see it here with this financial report. We have a balance sheet and the income statement result report. So these are two financial reports here. So and, yeah. So that's a little demo we have done. Yeah, little demo we've done here, and we'll come here. We'll be able to generate financial reports, and that's it. So out of all the work we've done, we'll have all this, we'll achieve this. So we'll have only financial bank statement or bank reconciliation failed. Every other person, every other user stories and the deliverables scale through. And that's it, which is like 90%. And that is not bad. Yeah. So that is us. And you, as a business analyst, you have a training material already. This is a training note, which you've generated for the user. So it's a training guide for the user. They will have to use it to understand how the system works. So, but so that's it. All the features, all the things we've done here, we captured step by step on how to go about creating it and using it, and teaching them how to use it as well. As a matter of fact, any solution you deploy, you should be able to know how to use it and teach users how to use it as well. If the ability to do that. And that is it. Um, Sprint demo plus user training done. All right, people. Yeah, if you have questions, Yeah, you can still ask question, and I still have few minutes to the end of this class. Any question? I'm ready to take your question. All right. Thank you, everyone. Then, and I will. I think we've come to the only thing I'm owing you guys is uh, functional CVs that you can use to start looking for work. As a matter of fact, we've come a long way in this boot camp, and yeah, the door is open for any consultation anytime, any day. So after this, I expect everything to go on. We'll not closing, we'll not close, but I don't have anything very that I need to teach you again. All you need to do is we know what we call closing deliverables. You need to close this project officially, closure reports, lesson learned reports, handover details. I promise you guys I'm going to create, but nobody reminded me about it. Means that people do not even want it. So yeah. Well, thank you everyone, and have a good night.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Wish you quick recovery, sir.
Thank
Good night,
you.
Mr. Shan. Good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Good night, sir. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Mr.
God
Chas.
bless you.